Every time I override my body's truth to meet someone else's agenda, it costs me. And it costs you too, in energy, clarity, and sometimes even revenue. In today's conversation, I'm joined by bestselling author Monica LeBaron to explore how high-performing women can repattern their relationship with rest and start letting their body lead their business, not the pressure to prove themselves. If you've ever second-guessed your own rhythm, this is your permission slip to trust what's already inside of you. Let's go there. So good to be live with you today. I have a guest and I'm excited because we're going to be talking about sleep. Hi, Monica. She's here. I'm going to introduce her first. We are going to talk about sleep. We're going to talk about the body. And truly, I want to just read to you the intro I have prepared for you because it's so powerful. How we show up in our life and how we show up every single day impacts every area of our business too. Monica is someone that I really deeply respect, not just because she wrote a best-selling book, but because she teaches women how to get better sleep in 30 days and also because she embodies the work. She is a sleep queen. She is a sleep expert. And I want you to welcome Monica LeBaron. And so as she's joining, I will say that the whole idea here is that every time that we override our body's truth, hi, Monica, we pay in other ways. And that's what this conversation is going to be about today. So good to see you.
Thank
It's
you
been
so
a while.
much.
And I love the earrings. Show them to me. Oh, it's so
Locally
pretty.
made, got them at the farmer's market, and I
Oh,
just
you're
love it. But I don't remember the name of the person. So if you're watching this video and you made them, text me.
well, why don't we share with everyone which farmer's market is your local?
Oh, I'm in Las Cruces, New Mexico right now.
Yeah, so there you go. Yes, we want to go to Mexico to check out the farmer's market. That's what we want
Little
to do.
Mexico. But we'll go to Mexico too.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I am so thrilled because we have spoken a number of times about sleep, about the power of when we give our body what it needs, it responds in beautiful ways. But when we ignore it, or when we are in our head too much, or when we're focused on the conditioning of having goals that are somebody else's perhaps, or society's, that disconnect impacts us in so many ways. And I know I have a story in my history and I've been going through one myself personally too over the years of just like the connection to the body and then the connection and then the disconnection. It's like a dance. And I know you had one too. And you've shared before on the podcast. And today, what I really want to talk about is using your body as a compass. And I feel like in your work, you can't get away from it because sleep is inherently it's your body. Yes, it's connected to your mind, but like your body and your mind work at different rhythms. So I would love to hear, in terms of teaching through nervous system regulation, yoga, and breath, this question is going to be about business. It's going to be a bit of a departure from where we've gone before. What is the moment in your business where your body gave you the truth before your mind caught up? And then what did you do about it?
I guess this is an everyday battle, but I can. First of all, thank you for having me. It's so lovely to be with you in your presence and everybody who's watching, thank you for being here. And I know that like one of this is not specifically with my business, but it's when my business started and I was living in Beijing and I was working full time and I was doing photography and I was doing exhibitions and I wanted to meet everybody and be around people and do everything. I have a vibrant life. I was married. I was, just conquering the world. And it was a stage that things started going downward and everything was happening with me. So I was visiting the doctor like every week, different doctor, different specialist, and I didn't know what was going on. And it was just like this. I remember like me saying, like, I'm sick of going to a doctor. Like, I'm not gonna go anymore. I don't care what's wrong with me. I'm not gonna go anymore. And one of those things was that I was unhappy with my life. Like you said, I was doing and living somebody else's dream. And that unhappiness, like I was trying to fight it. I left my marriage and I was fighting not to leave it. I was fighting to do the things and go to therapy and do the things and be more patient and do more things for trying to save this relationship, right? And like I think 6 months, a year later, I left my marriage. I was doing super good. Like, so this is like that when you ask like when did your mind cut up? Like my body knew it. I used to be lactose intolerant. I wasn't able to use spices. And like everything was stuck in my stomach. And now, like, that's one of my keys. I'm like, wait. Did I really eat something that my body's resenting, or is this emotional?
Mm.
So now, like, I've learned from that experience, and I go back and it's like, oh, what am I processing right now? So I guess
Hmm.
that's the biggest example,
That is a
the
really good.
hardest.
Yeah, it's hard. And it's not, you enter into a relationship, you enter into, like, sometimes it's a working relationship too, right? You enter into it with the best intentions, but everybody grows and changes, and that's okay. And we have this
Hmm.
thought in our minds that I need to make all the changes, perhaps, but really, any kind of relationship it's two people, and there's always so many dynamics. And but it's interesting how your body really keeps the score of all of the things, of all of the things. And so in your book, Sleep Simplified, which I love, and it's sitting on my bookshelf. I was going to pull it out, but I don't want to leave camera now. It's right there. So if you got one next to you, you can show it.
I have
Yours is
four.
on your shelf too. She's like, I'm going to bring the phone with me. I could do that too, I suppose.
I could,
But
I'm
in
taking
your
some
book,
too.
there she is. I see that beautiful teal spine of it. There it is. There she is. It's a labor of love, and he's been just having so much fun promoting this work, and so many people are being benefited from it. Me being one of them, my family being the rest, local to me. And but you talk about quick shifts that yield the most highest return, and I'm just wondering for the women listening who think, okay, I want to, I want to have better sleep. I want to really let my body be able to hear what my body has to say to me, but I'm so busy. How do I add one more thing, right? So what is one micro repatterning pattern or process that women could start when they're specifically caught in that loop of like performance? And I know I feel like in nervous system healing, it's kind of like when you think about the fawning kind of thing, that's often I think connected to performance. Like, ooh, if I just do better, maybe then they'll like me. If I just do better, maybe then that promotion will make me feel better about myself. Like perform. What's a micro patterning kind of thing they could do you think?
Something that I've been teaching my clients lately is like a one thing, but you don't do it only before bed. You do it through the day,
Mhm.
right? So, for example, in my book, I have breathing exercises or meditation or mudras. So, whatever it is, for example, I give them a mudra. This is Hakini mudra. This is one of my favorite ones. You make a little circle and then you put it just in front of your solar plexus or just on your thighs, and you take like 3 breaths and try to inhale and exhale in through the nose. And I just have to do it right
So
now.
good right now. Everybody take a breath. We're breathing. For those joining, just take a breath. This is your invitation to take a breath.
Yes. And for example, so I teach them, okay, do it first thing when you wake up in the morning, take 3 breaths. Do it at noon before you take your lunch. And then take 5 to 10 breaths before bed. So then you're teaching your body what you want at the end of the day, right? And it's like for those go-getters and overachievers, I'm like, that's too simple. Do it every hour. You know? And honestly, like just like even if you imagine putting your hands there, by the end of the day, if you do it for 10 times during the day, you're going to feel grounded and strong, and your body is going to recognize. So most of the tools out there are good, but if you don't practice them, they might not work. So this is like a way I started introducing that to my clients of mini little breaks during the day. Like I don't have the time. I travel 40 minutes to get to work, and then when I'm there, I have meetings after meetings. I'm like, can you breathe while you're in the car? Can you don't have to put your hands there, but can you breathe? Can you focus and be like, even if you're listening to music, singing loud, like, can you focus intentionally on your breath? And for example, every time you have a new meeting, can you just get up and stretch and just say, can we take a breath together? My therapist told me to do this. Like, if
Yeah.
you put it out there, it's going to happen easier instead of you trying to, you know, not do it because, oh my gosh, I can't do it. Like if you really have an environment that is chaotic and toxic and whatever, go to the bathroom, take 3 breaths.
Right. There's always a little escape. And that is like so true for so many people. Just it's the patterning in our minds that I just can't do one more thing. I just don't even think I can do it. And something so simple as just taking those breaths and really being aware of them. And actually I find too, like, we can get so focused, like whether we're at a desk or just working on a project or something, and we look up and it's just like, just really taking in the atmosphere around you and appreciating it. Like, wow,
Mm.
I perhaps, maybe not in all cases, but in a lot of cases, I asked for this. I worked for this. I dreamed for this. And this is now mine. And we get so commonplace with things, but that gratitude of just, okay, this was once just an idea in my mind and now here it is, right? I love that. And, we've seen, I mean, you've experienced it, I've experienced it, and we've witnessed it, like what happens when women push beyond capacity. And so, how do you help them unhook from that? Maybe I'm good enough if I just try harder loop, like without, because at the same time, we want to say, like, good for you that you have made it this far, and like that can feel performative too. So how do you help people get out of that loop? I imagine it has to do with like body first type of practices, but you tell me.
It's going to surprise you, but what I tell clients, the first thing after setting the goal, what we do is set a way of celebration. I was just talking to a client today, and I was telling him that um, you start now and you set an intention of what you want to do, but then you look for a way to celebrating, right?
Mhm.
And that is going to align that doing and playing because we're used to doing. And then when you have to play or take care of yourself, you're like, no, no, I don't have time for this. But then if you set the intention since the beginning of this is what I want and this is how I'm going to celebrate, and not actually achieving the goal because sometimes there's things that you can't not control. So you're going to focus on the things that you are going to control. When you finish those things, that's how you celebrate. You go get a lollipop, you go get a massage, you go buy yourself like flowers, like, and one thing that I was telling him, like, it doesn't matter if you can afford 10 lollipops, you're just going to
Mhm.
go buy that one and savor it just because you said you will. And entrepreneurship and life is just, it gets chaotic, it's never linear. So you need those celebration points to actually kind of anchor you to
Mhm.
focus on your goal because life gets complicated and you need those little reminders. So that's like the first thing that I
Mhm.
do.
I love that. I love that it's the beginning. We don't celebrate enough. I think we are always very often, and maybe it's culturally, it might be just westernized culture, like where we are so focused on what's next, where we do not root into actually celebrating what we've achieved already. And I think just the idea of celebrating an intention that you've set, the fact that you've come to the place in your life where you believe that you are capable of doing this thing, and so you're setting the intention, like that is huge, allowing yourself to grow and expand. Yeah, let's celebrate it. I love that you do that. It's so good. And so I would love to know, Right now, I see you in nature a lot when you're on your socials, and you love to be outside. I know I do too, as much as I can, and it just roots you right back in. What is your favorite thing to do outside now? Is it hiking? Is it swimming? Like, what is your favorite thing right now?
Right now, it's hiking. I'm moving a lot into swimming because it's 110 degrees here. Gladly it rained yesterday and it's like in the 80s right now. But I love going for walks in the afternoon, and I haven't done that because it's been so hot. So I'm trying to like get into my schedule going swimming because I know that's going to be very cooling for the body.
Yeah. And there's something about that floating. I feel like, and again, I'm not like a major swimmer by any stretch, but when I am in water and I allow myself to float, it is the most beautiful practice of trust and allowing and feeling supported, because you're literally just floating in the water. And like you're just there. Like you're not doing anything to support yourself. You're being supported. And I think so often we can go through life and feel like we've got everything on our shoulders, and it's like Atlas, right? Like, oh, better not shrug, the world's going to fall off. And we forget actually that we are supported. And it may not look like it in the
Yes.
moment, but I mean, truly, like I always say to my kids, like, I'm not the one making my heart beat right now. Like, yes, I can do things to have a healthy heart. I can live and try and do all these good things. But at the end of the day, it's beating. I don't know. It's not up to me. So that very thing, like that breath that we have that we get to really savor because we get to breathe. For those of us, some of us, it's harder to breathe than others. Like I have some dear ones going through some breathing issues, like who are in their older years, and it's a tough thing, right? And so when we really can just say, you know what, if I don't stop and take those 3 breaths throughout the day, what am I even doing? Like we're alive.
Hmm.
Let's savor it. And if we can root into those really basic things, I think they help us look at all the other things that feel so big, so complex, and just kind of make sense out of the world and help us realize like it's going to be okay. Like we will figure this out. And conversations like this always make me feel great. So we got to really lean into the people that are thinking this way and that can help remind us of things like this as well. So Monica, I would love to hear before we part, what is exciting for you right now in the business? What are you doing? What are some programs you're doing? Are you speaking anywhere? Are you traveling? Like what's happening? I want to know.
I'm actually staying home for the next month. Well, not this weekend, but I
Okay.
have a lot of good things coming up. Coming up, I have my first painting exhibition this weekend. I'm very proud of that. My mom, my sister, my aunt, and a bunch of good friends for having that together. It's a beautiful painting group that I was doing when I was living in Mexico, and also, like I started that painting class the day after my 40th birthday. So technically the day after launching my book, it was like, go out and play. And my audiobook for Sleep Simplified, it's actually out now. It's starting to upload to all the platforms. So be patient, but look into your favorite platform. That's going to be it. And what am I working on? My next book now and a revised edition for Sleep Simplified. So a lot of work, but I'm also doing kind of pivoting a little bit of how I do business so I can stay home a little bit more and take care of myself, and many, many workshops and things locally, and just giving people a taste of what I do to be able to support the community.
I love that so much. Well, congratulations on all of it. It's so beautiful to witness, just like being able to see you through before you even had the book out in the world, like when it was just like an idea and a thought, and then see it go all the way through to now you've got it in audio. Oh my goodness. Okay. And we get to hear your beautiful voice speaking it. I love that. That must have been fun because it's not a thin book, everyone. It's got stuff in it. Okay. It's like, that's it. That's the one. It's thick. You're grabbing that. So be sure to go grab the book wherever you buy books, right? It's pretty much everywhere. Amazon's a good place to get it as well, right? And, please, if you're watching this, obviously here on Instagram, you'll see the handle. So it's Monica, Monica .le.baron. For those of you who hear this on the podcast, I will also have it linked in the show notes. I'm so thrilled to see you here. Thanks for reaching out again. It's always a pleasure. And any parting thoughts before we go on our way?
Well, thank you so much for having me. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And just remember that you don't have to have it all figured out. There's people around you who want to love you and support you. And you don't have to have the whole vision or the whole hour to do something. Start by taking three breaths and let your body and your intuition guide you. You got this.
Yes, you do. And I'm sending you all my love, Monica. Thank you so much for watching and listening, everybody. And we will see you once again on another episode of the Connect with Sheila Botello podcast and over here on the ground.